Hello and welcome back. This week we're talking about cosplaying. Well, cosplayers, not necessarily cosplaying. Cosplayers are an amazing bunch of very talented people, and then you have my attempts. I have two cosplays. One doesn't fit me. As you can see, it fits me perfectly. And now I have to be very careful as to not flash the camera. You know, look. Even wearing a waist thingy to pull me in because I'm a fat bastard doesn't help. Oh dear. The stuff I do for content. And I don't even get that many views. The other does, but I now need a wig due to my haircut. No doubt I will have inserted some pictures somewhere on the screen showing my attempts. I have a few more from various series which will be in a list somewhere on the screen. However, there are some people out there who don't like to respect personal boundaries. Now, in this video, I'm only talking about the UK's perspective because I haven't had the chance to go to AX in Los Angeles or Comic-Con or conventions anywhere else because I'm a bit broke. I mean, not that anyone who has been to something like AX is really missing much, because the UK scene for conventions is pretty dismal anyway. We have MCM and MegaCon, which are two separate people, which are also the biggest conventions we have, and they usually take place in the biggest cities, being London, Manchester and Birmingham. West Midlands, not Alabama. I have been to a few of these. There's a glorious picture of me and my friend Alex at MegaCon Manchester this year. I mean, we do have local conventions, but these are very far and few between and not really heard about. They're usually pushed in as a Comic-Con, like with DC and Marvel and stuff like that. They're not really anime. And a lot of them have games tied into it as well. I mean, the last sort of quote local convention I went to was Rakukon, which was brilliant, by the way. Absolutely loved it there. That's where the cosplaying pictures that I put up of one of my cosplays were from. But this was in Manchester, and sort of referring to my previous point that not many larger towns have this type of event, despite the demand. I mean, you look at somewhere like Huddersfield in the north of England. It is a sizable town, it's as big as a city, but there's no convention there, or I haven't heard of one. I mean, there might be. Comment if there is. You know, that's what the comments are for. You know, for mentioning when I'm very wrong. Anyway, back onto the actual topic of the video. I suppose the company that we have that does do lots of local conventions is Anime League, but they're not really conventions. They feel like a trade fair above anything else instead of a convention, and there's so much stuff thrown into them that just doesn't make much sense. You have like a Beat Saber place and a gaming room which is usually has its own climate aside from the outside world. Is absolutely insane. You walk in there, you could probably grow a banana in 5 minutes with the humidity in there. But also, these conventions, especially the ones that I've been to, have always been filled with controversy, and not a small amount of controversy either. it's a large amount, and it's not good. A lot of which has similarities as to what I'm talking about in this video. I mean, these stories that I hear are slowly grinding away my motivation to go to conventions, because people think that because someone is wearing revealing clothes, they can be touched inappropriately. And bearing in mind, this is one thing that I've heard about from countless people going to countless different conventions. You know, take for example, if someone was wearing a cosplay of Daki from Demon Slayer, what goes through other people's minds to touch them in a non-consensual way? I mean, seriously, that is a person there who has feelings and a life outside of this convention, and surely hasn't gone there to be groped. Either way, it's not just at small conventions it seems to happen. It just happens seemingly everywhere. I get that someone may be cosplaying your favourite waifu, but that doesn't give you permission to go and touch them when they've said no. Or that's even if you've asked. You know, like, I mean, I'm not blaming my viewers here, all 7 of you. You know, I'm sort of blaming the 1% of people that think it's alright to go and do that. Why? Either way, this video is taking a turn for the rant, but that's in essence what this video is, ranting about people who don't have respect for personal boundaries. And sadly I am having to talk from friends' experiences. You know, now again, it may seem I'm targeting people that go to conventions. I'm not. I have a lot of friends who I've met at conventions and they're awesome. You know, it is the aforementioned 1% of people that think it's okay to do stuff that's not right, and that's who this video is, you know, targeted at. You know, at the end of the day, who goes to a convention and goes, ah, yes, I'm going to touch that random person up over there who happens to be cosplaying my favourite waifu or character from a series because they're wearing revealing clothes? You know, Daki barely wears any, except in the Chinese version. But you get my gist. And I'm only using Daki because she's the only one I can think of in memory that is sort of, even, well, she's not even portrayed in a sexualised manner. She is just stood there wearing a bikini. That's it. You know, that is her character. You know, and the arm things that go, woo, woo, woo. But you get the gist, you know. Anyway, enough of ranting about the dark side of cosplaying, because, as always, there are some amazingly talented cosplayers out there who go both tooth and nail to make it as good as physically possible. And then you have the ones who want to do it but can't due to them being broke. Me, for example. You know, I have 2 attempts that I've previously shown and neither were particularly good, but I tried, you know, I did try. It's hard. Anyway, I want to personally cosplay more. You know, I have the list of characters that I put up earlier, but the characters I really want to do, and I really, really want to do, I'm going to put up on screen in pictures around now. You know, and I think I'll leave the video at that. I mean, you know, it's a short one and it's a rant, and I don't really like ranting, especially on the internet, but it's just something that I think really needs to be touched on. Is you go to these conventions and you just hear about people touching random cosplayers and they've not even asked for their name, or they've never met them, or whatever else, and it's just like, who does that? Who goes out of their way to go and randomly touch someone up? Because it's not right, it's not on, it's weird, and sexual harassment, obviously. You know, it's bloody weird. Stop doing it, you certain type of weeb. I know who you are. I know people that are like that. Stop doing it. It's not cool. Never will be. You know? But I want to finish the video on a lighter tone. So, you know, I've explained the characters I want to do, and to be quite frank, I don't know when I'm going to do them. I don't even know the next convention I'm going to. You know, I can say all along, oh, I'm going to do this guy, and then all of a sudden I can't because I don't have any money. But enough of me bastardising my own financial state. Don't even know if that last statement made sense, but as I said, sorry it's been a short one. I'm working on another review for you guys and another video which may get me banned from YouTube, which I'm really excited for because it's actually something that I find will be pretty damn good. So I'd appreciate it if you would smash the like button and subscribe. I've turned into a typical YouTuber and I think I have less than 10 subscribers at the writing of this video. I'll put a thing there saying how many I've got. Anyway, bye!